Woo! Week 1.
My goodness.
We're
What
doing
do we
it.
talk about today? Should we just
Nothing important
talk
happens.
about like our favorite sandwiches maybe, or I don't know.
Yeah.
My goodness. How you feeling, Matt?
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't believe we're here.
Holy sh-
Yeah, I can't believe we're here. We did the draft. We're going to
Yep.
preview week 1 this week. Like, we're going to talk about matchups
Dude,
this week.
insane.
That's so
Oh
exciting.
my gosh, I'm so pumped up about that. That's just good stuff. Is what it is. It's good stuff.
Today's the last Sunday where we're going to be doing this and not watching football.
Yeah.
Like, next Sunday, no PMLP, we're watching football. It's going to be awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the next PMLP we record, we will have every team will have a record. You'll either have a win or a loss.
Or crazy.
Crazy.
Can you imagine if we had a tie?
That would be pretty nuts.
That would be crazy.
pretty nuts.
But yeah, every team, you're gonna get to see and it's so funny because like week 1, people can just have a good game, bad game. Doesn't mean the whole season's gonna go that way. But how validated you feel? Like if Travion Henderson pulls up 2 touchdowns, I'll be like,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, he has to pull out more than 2 touchdowns, I think, week 1. I feel good about that pick. So we got a fun one lined up for everybody today. What we're going to do, we're going to go through every team. And what we're going to do is we're going to alternate, say one good thing and one bad thing. And we're going to alternate who says what. And we've randomized, or we have a wheel that's going to randomize who says what. I'm just praying that I get Cody for the bad one so I can say how I really feel.
I might be able to like do a backhanded like my good thing's actually bad. If I get Cody, we'll see. That's what
a
I
fun
mean.
one.
Just
That's a fun. Yeah.
It's kind of like we'll find out.
The bad thing
Let's
is
just
I have
dive into
nothing. All right, let's just go. All right, so let's go. You say the bad first. I'll say the good first.
Okay.
For
All
this
right.
first
So I
one.
got bad. Ethan.
Ethan.
All right.
All right. So
Oh
now-
wow! Get that applause. Get that applause every time. It's gonna be nice. We be tootin'.
We be tootin'.
Which
Talk to me, Matt.
I'm talking bad, right?
You're talking bad.
I mean, okay. This is actually like, I can definitely talk about something bad here, and Ethan knows it. It's his RB2. Jordan Mason, which like I have Aaron Jones, so that backfield, Jordan Mason looked good last year, so it's like a flyer pick, but that. I don't hate the pick if that's your RB3, 4, whatever, taking a shot on a guy. But your RB2, that is just rough. Even Chuba Hubbard as your RB1 is pretty rough. So his running backs are scary. Even on his bench, he's got backup running backs. Like he's really hoping for somebody to take a step forward. And I'm going to say it right now, they're not going to. They're not going to. Even the guys on the bench, they're not getting the step forward that he wants. So that's scary. Don't like the running backs, Ethan.
Matt, you're supposed to just say something a little bit not nice about his team, not tear his whole confidence up.
I said I was going to be harsh today. I was going to be harsh. I wanted it to be bad for everybody, but
I'm just kidding. No, I agree. But I will say, if you squint your eyes a little bit and don't look at those running backs, you can't find a hole in the rest of his team. Top 5 quarterback, 2 of the top 10 wide receivers, the number 1 wide receiver, the number 1 tight end, and 2 incredibly high flex plays that at any given week could go for 25 points. So if I'm Ethan, I am putting my thumb over Chuba Hubbard and Jordan Mason and looking at the rest of my team, and I'm in love with it.
Yeah. I'm going to double down and say a second bad thing.
Okay.
It like the bench scares me. Actually, I like Sharps. Olave, I mean, he might get hit once this year and just be done
For his career. Yeah.
Shakir, like I think Ethan had him last year. Got a lot of receptions, but people like Keon Coleman are taking a step forward. So I'm scared. I'm scared.
I personally would have used Drake May's bench spot on another running back or another wide receiver. I think with Lamar, you feel pretty comfortable about it, just with our bench size, because some people in the league decided this year that they wanted to shrink that down. So,
Yeah. Yep. All right. Our
All
next
right.
team. As you're pulling the wheel up, yeah, that bench size thing is gonna be a fun thing to talk about throughout the year as we go. So here we go. Next team. So I'm saying something good about this team.
Yeah, I got a dog on it. Dang it.
Ooh, let's go, Pat.
Pat. All right.
Woo! Yeah, way to cut the applause. All right. Um, First off, I like the team name. I like the team photo. That's not
The
my
team
nice thing.
photo's incredible.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very with it. Um, okay. I mean, Patrick, his receiving core is so awesome with Justin Jefferson, Malik Neighbors, Tyreek, Garrett Wilson. I mean, Tyreek and Garrett Wilson are two guys that I was like nervous about to have as your wide receiver 1 or 2, but to have them both as flexes is just like, oh
Yep.
my gosh, yes, because we know the upside is there, but again, there's risk. So to put them in the flex spot is amazing. I'm gonna say too, I think Mahomes has a good year this year, fantasy wise. I mean,
Interesting.
I know the Chiefs' defense is so good, and that's why he didn't have to air it out like he has, in the Mahomes of old times when he was fantasy
Sure.
like QB1. But I do think he just airs it out this year. I wish he had Rice the whole season, and then he would really be doing that. But I think we're going to see a little resurgence into the Mahomes we used to have. So it's a risky pick, but I love the ceiling here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I see all that, and I think that it's outside of maybe DeAndre Swift. I think that you're on the wrong side of split backfields.
Mm.
And again, I have to be mean here. I have to say something that points out to me. And
Mm-hmm.
Kenneth Walker, like you just said, you love Sharb. I think that if Sharb doesn't exist, I think that Kenneth Walker is great this year. I think DeAndre Swift could have a pretty good year with Ben Johnson coming in. But then you come down here, look at Bill, you look at Scatterboo and Ramondre. It's like all of those guys. I'd rather have the other person in that backfield at every pick. So that's a little tough. And then Hawk with JJM scares me. I am scared out of my mind about JJM.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. I know we're on different sides of that coin.
Yeah.
I will say the nice thing about Hawk is the first 3 games without Addison,
Yeah.
he should be great. But when Addison comes back, yeah, it does get a little scarier. Especially if Pat has
wow.
both.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson. Wow. Put a
So,
lot of trust in
I think Evan
guys.
Ingram, again, I'm good cop on this one, and I'm not just saying this. I think Evan Ingram was a good late round pick. They paid him so much money to come in and be a guy to get a lot of targets. Like, they're not paying him as much as they're paying him, Denver, that is, to not come in and be a demanding force for Denver. So
yeah,
I could see that switch if it does go, if Denver takes that step forward. So
yeah. No,
I will say
this
go
is,
ahead.
This is one of the teams that I really like in the league. So I know I was the bad cop here. I was hoping I didn't have to be, but I do like this team.
I will switch. I see your switch, and I'll agree with you and go here. I just had to pull up my own stats, and you talked about Sharb and Kenneth Walker. I have Sharb getting 40% of the carries. Not Sharb, I'm sorry. Walker 40%. Sharb getting 35. Like, it's a way closer split than they've had before. So,
yeah.
To your point, yeah, it's Kenneth Walker gets the passing work though. All right, air raid.
All right, that's all for air raid. Incredible. Yeah. The AI stuff that you were putting out yesterday, Pat, that was second to none.
Oh man! Next? Oh, give me Cody, bad cop.
Thank God.
Yes. Oh no, this one's actually.
It's actually what, Matt?
Really tough to be bad cop. I didn't want to have to say that at all today. I don't want people to think I'm just like flip flopping.
Yeah.
But,
snip, snap, snip, snap.
Yeah, you start. You go ahead.
So I'm good cop here. Man, those top 2 wide receivers, unbelievable. CD, Amon-Ra, that's like as good of a wide receiver core as you can get. Mike Evans in the flex is great. You've had David Montgomery for the past 14 years, I think, and he's always done well for you. That bench is deep. I love Pacheco. I love Ricky Pearsall. I think Debo could be more serviceable than people think. And then having Colston Loveland as your backup tight end to Mark Andrews, you're really setting yourself up for success there. And that's not even talking about your running backs, who I think provide an insanely high floor. Now, if I were you, actually, you are you, and you did draft another quarterback. JJ M's not going to be starting week 2 for you, I don't think. I am what Matt was to Darnold last year. I am to JJ McCarthy this year. So I think Jordan Love's going to be your starting quarterback next week. So at least you'll be able to drop him and drop JJ and pick up another bench piece. So that's nice.
You were both good and bad at the end there.
No, that was good. That was all good. It was all positive. What I'm saying the positive is that he'll have another bench piece to add to an already great bench.
I got you. That makes sense. Okay, I'm with you. All right. So one thing you said, which is going to be my point, is his running backs have a high floor, and I agree with that. And it stops there. They have a high floor, and I don't know about the ceiling. Now they could have a high ceiling. What I'm saying is I'm calling for there not to be a ceiling. I'm calling that they're not going to reach that ceiling.
Okay.
I love all these names: James Cook, James Conner, David Montgomery, even Isaiah Pacheco. They're household names. Ones in fantasy that we've seen do well, but we've seen it, and I just don't think it happens again. And what I mean by that is last year there was this is getting a little deep into draft thought or whatever. There was this wide receivers were very high valued last year in the beginning of the first round, and last year was abnormally healthy for running backs. A lot of the top guys all stayed healthy. We only had one of the top 20 or two of the top 20 get injured, and it was a huge resurgent in running back. And I think this year it's going to go back in the other direction. So you got a lot of older names with James Conner, David Montgomery, guys who have been here for a long time that I could see some regression. So that's where it goes wrong. Yeah, If I
could push back, I think age and injury don't always correlate.
I agree.
And to your point, if injury's up, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 starting running backs. There's 4 running backs that could start in a running back slot right now. He could start the 2 that are there, David Montgomery or Pacheco, right now as a running back 1 or 2, and I'd feel just fine.
Okay, let me. You're right. And I forgot. I was going to mention this, and I could just see for each of these guys the case where it goes wrong. James Cook had 16 touchdowns last year, massive touchdown regression. Ray Davis looks good. You got Josh Allen rushing it in. David Montgomery, new offensive coordinator. He might just let Gibbs really run with it, like we all have always wanted, because Gibbs is so good. James Conner, again, older back. Trey Benson, second year, taking a step forward as a backup. Could be more of a split. And then Pacheco, their defense is so good. I said Mahomes might air it out more. I just could see a case where all 4, I can make the case where they're going to drop.
Yeah.
But hey, really high floor.
It seems like Matt's just dying to say something nice about Ryan's team. He just can't contain himself right now. It's unbelievable.
I just said how they all could go bad, but yeah.
All right, Ryan. That's all you right there. On to the next one. Please be Cody. Please be Cody. Please be Cody. Damn it. Oh, Benny boy.
You want to start?
I will start. I'm saying bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Ben hates his team. That's what I'll say. Ben was just talking the last 2 days about how he doesn't like his team. All right. Let me find some things I don't like. Okay. All right. Your wide receiver room is relying on a quarterback who has a spinal injury and a quarterback who has been concussed more times than Chris Olave. And that's scary. And then looking further down, Jacoby Myers is a floor-esque pick. I don't think he has the boom capacity. And then Keon Coleman, we were just talking about the Bills' questionable wide receiver room, just questionable in the fact that we don't know who's who right now. And then Godwin's done until at least October. So the wide receiver room scares me a little bit. I'll say that. Now, there's potential there, of course. But it's definitely tough when when you're looking at it from the perspective of the team, wide receiver 1 that you have is Jacoby Myers. And you could even say is a wide receiver 2 behind Brock Bowers. Now, that's not necessarily going to kill you, but it's definitely a little sketchy looking at it from the outside in.
For sure. All right, yeah. The what Ben has going for him though, two big things. Obviously, his running backs, his starters of Gibbs and
Yep.
Achane.
Hmm.
Um, so long as Achane's healthy, with no Jonnu Smith in the picture anymore, he's gonna like he could easily see over 100 targets. Gibbs, I think, new offensive coordinator could get even more work than he has in the past, but even with the work he's had in the past, he's been great. So those two, like each, their passing work is incredible. So that's such a high floor already just with the receptions, and you know they can
Yep.
both take it to the house anytime. And then in a 10-team league, like obviously a lot of all of our teams are pretty good. So you need things to separate you from the rest. And having Josh Allen, who could be the number one quarterback, and then having Trey McBride, who is one of the top tight ends, those are two pieces that really help separate you from the rest of the people in the league. So yeah, he's got a lot of big explosive pieces
Yeah.
outside of the wide
There's some
receivers.
there's some really big names there.
I actually love Tony Pollard too. I think
I do too, man.
because I believe in Cam Ward, and I think Tennessee could take a little bit of a step forward from last year. There's no Tajay Spears the first 6 games.
Yes.
Like Pollard is just going to be a workhorse to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, great pick.
Yeah, it's definitely, if you look at it, think about it this way too. You basically have Tony Pollard with no Tajay Spears until Godwin gets back, and then like
Yeah,
that Pollard could keep going. You know what I mean? But you have that kind of just as a filler to keep the flex spot filled.
and
But
Braylon Allen should see a lot of work too. We'll see. We'll see how
we'll
that
see.
team goes.
I'm not
Yeah.
sold on that, as you might imagine, based on my draft.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
all right. Anything else on Ben?
Nope. I like the
All
team name,
right.
Ben.
Yeah, Ben, that's good stuff. All right, moving on. I feel like we need like a little like intro theme for the wheel. Like we have the. All right, so I'm good. You're bad on this one.
Yeah. Oh, Grant.
All right, Grant.
Mr. Sakamoto. You want me to jump
All
in?
right. Yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
I will say I'm looking here. All right, I got two things.
Go
The
for it.
bench. The bench scares me. Juwan Jennings. You know, if you were on the Zoom with us during the draft, you know how Chip and I both feel about San Francisco and how Vegas feels about San Francisco. Just how Vegas thinks they're going to score a lot of points. So taking a San Francisco player is always fun, but Juwan Jennings is just he's been injured. His wallet and his calf have been injured, and I just don't know what he's going to do this year. But the rest of his bench, I mean, Xavier Legette, I think is like done. I love Jalen Coker, Tet McMillan, Xavier Legette, get out of here.
Coker's done for the year.
I know that just happened a couple days ago. Not done for the year. Is it for the year?
Yeah, done because they re-signed Hunter Renfrow.
Oh, I thought it was only like a little bit. Oh, wow. Okay, well, Xavier Legette just took a step forward. But still, not going to matter in that offense. Tet's going to get it all. So, yeah, I just don't love your bench. So you need these starters to pan out. And I'll say this, too. I love Justin Herbert as a talent, as a quarterback. I think they not only showed that what they wanted to do by drafting a top running back in Omarion Hampton and signing Najee Harris, like, they want to establish the run and run the ball. He did get Keenan Allen back and some guys, but I just don't see Justin Herbert airing it out to a point where he's super fantasy relevant. So,
well, the nice thing is that quarterbacks are aplenty this year with the 6-point passing touchdown. So I'm not too concerned with Justin Herbert. I think that, and this goes into a little bit of like where I wanted to stay away from, because I think you rate a team, you don't rate a draft, because the team on week one, it doesn't matter who you drafted, when you drafted them. It just matters how many points you scored.
Yeah.
However, when you factor in things like quarterback and taking one late and opportunity cost, I think that when you have a Justin Herbert that might not pan out, you're much more capable of rebounding from that if he doesn't pan out because you took him late. You have other strengths other places, like, for example, your running back room with Saquon Barkley and Bucky Irving. I think that's a fantastic running back room. Everyone and their mother is so scared of Saquon Barkley because he got a lot of touches last year, and I understand it. but my goodness, was he good. The touchdown potential is there. The big play potential is there. I think he's incredible. Bucky Irving, man, I have a little bit of disdain for Bucky personally, only because he was so good last year and ruined my fantasy season. So hopefully for you, he continues that trend and ruins other people's fantasy seasons. T. Higgins, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, wide receiver 4 in points per game last year.
I don't know off the top of my head. That could be right though for sure. Yeah, up there.
When he's on the field, he is so good. He gets overshadowed by Jamar Chase, and rightfully so, but he is so good.
Yeah.
Xavier Worthy is going to be a target hog. There is pretty much nobody else on the field for Mahomes to throw the ball to. And like you said, Matt, he's going to be throwing that ball. So that's great. And I love Laporta to have a bounce back season with a new offensive coordinator. He was so good in year 1. The regression that he had year 2, I really think that he comes back year 3 and returns value on kind of the pick that you chose him with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I love it. I'll just say, because he's my guy and I love him, Caleb Johnson. But I'm supposed to be bad cop, and I will say this: it's going to take a while. I think we're not going to see Caleb his true potential till halfway through the season, and that's normal for rookies. So don't count him out early. But all right,
Grant. That's you. Screen, wheel of names. All right.
People might be wondering why our names aren't on there. We're gonna finish with our names. So
yeah, we're gonna finish with them. So I'm bad. You're good. Oh, we got Trip.
I like the team name. He's the one pushing for the custom logos, even though I do like his current logo. He might update it, but I'm like, that's pretty sick still. So even if you don't update it, it's pretty nice.
Dang it, man. I have to be okay. All right. Okay.
So I'm talking good here. Obviously, his running backs. I loved that he kind of went off ADP and grabbed these 2 guys because I wanted to do something similar. But then I was like, no, they're down there. But like you said, after the draft, it's just who you're starting week 1, and then now looking at them, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, it's just like, yeah, that's so good, such a good foundation there. And where else? I'll say the Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin stack. It scares me, but I love upside. It's a theme I think you and I have talked about a lot this summer, is like ceiling, and it's just like. Yeah, if you're going to bet on Jaden Daniels to take that step forward, you're going to bet that he does more than he did last year as a rookie, then that means Terry also takes a step forward. So you just got to double down on your bet. Don't hedge it. And he did, and now we'll see how it takes a step forward, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's my actually, sorry. I love David Njoku. I actually had him as like a tight end 4 just based on once Flacco got the start. And I love Tucker Kraft. His yards after catch is just insane. I think the Packers are going to be unreal this year. So he's got 2 great tight ends late, which is awesome.
Yeah. My bad. I think that you have your starting wide receivers and your flexes flipped. I think that I just see Ladd McConkey taking a big step back, and I've never been a believer in Zay Flowers. He's a good player, but he just clearly is not part of the scheme that they want to utilize in Baltimore. He's never taken that step forward to be a really solid wide receiver. I don't remember what he was last year as far as like wide receiver, whatever, where he ranked, but it's just, I feel like you get an underwhelming performance week after week. And Ladd was great last year. I think he was a top 20 wide receiver, maybe even like wide receiver 12.
I think so. Mm-hmm.
I think so. But they got Keenan Allen back. They got the running back help in. And it's like, I just don't know if all those targets are still there for him. The talent is there, but the situation might be hindering him a little bit. And then I think, unfortunately, Cooper Kupp is like a deer on the side of the road. He is just done. And
he doesn't have anybody throwing it to him, so,
Well, the one thing he does have is quarterback play, so I take it back. No, Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I'll say I was seeing red. I almost threw my desk when you drafted Cortland Sutton. Um,
Yeah.
so I'll say that's a bad thing that you drafted the guy that I wanted to take because I think he's going to be unbelievable this year.
I'll just say I agree about your analysis of Ladd and Zay. I'm not big on those two. And I'll throw another good in his running backs. Tyrone Tracy, Travis Etienne, both
Hmm.
could be just day one starters. To get late in the draft is
Yep.
awesome. Anytime you can draft a starting running back, that late is awesome. All right.
Yeah, that's great. All right. So you'll be good for this one. No, you'll be bad for this one, and I'll be
Mm-hmm.
good.
Oh, Cody's still
Give
on the
me
board.
Parker.
Look at these two, Cody and Parker.
It's the
Let's
preview of the
go.
pits right here.
Yeah. Pitt's championship. Pitt's
Damn it.
toilet bowl
I have to
preview.
be good.
Yeah.
How happy are you right now?
Great. There's so much bad I want to say about Cody. First of all, team name. It's awful.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
Let me say it out loud. Genty me that. Genty me that. No. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. It's awful.
Mm.
So I'm trying to recreate your team name for the past 2 years. Oh
Yeah,
my
no
God.
creativity. It's just,
I mean, that's what you expect. Somebody like Cody.
it's true. Somebody
Yeah.
who doesn't care about the league that much.
You know, his
right.
idea for deciding draft order was to get somebody else to do it 2 years in a row. Creativity is just, it's not a strong suit. Let's look at
All right,
this.
so I have to say good things about this team.
Yeah, do you want to go?
I'll take my time. You go ahead and say your bad things first.
All right. So, I will jump in and say Cody is doing his normal thing, which you could say, hey, it's worked out 3 times. But Cody's doing his normal thing where he is drafting a team that is going to start really slow, and he's hoping that it'll ramp up. He's got a lot of rookies. He's got Rashee Rice, like somebody who's not going to play forever. Judkins, who might not play a single snap. Like he's really kicking the can down, which is he wants to make a late run, which is how he's won in the past. But it's not going to happen this year. He's done with it. He's done with the late run. He's gonna. We're gonna be week 4, and he's gonna be in the chat. Oh God, my team sucks. My team sucks. The boy who cried trade is gonna be crying. The boy who cried my team sucks. And he's gonna hope it turns back around for him. Right? He's gonna try to get the reverse jinx gods on his way. And get him to turn around. But it's not gonna happen. Matthew Golden, everybody's golden boy for the Packers, not gonna work. Marv still has a little man throwing him the ball. Michael Pittman's absolutely garbage. Again, Judkins won't play a snap. Rashee Rice won't have to week 7. At that point, Cody's going to be 0-6, so it doesn't even getting Rice back won't allow him to even get to the playoffs. So he's got no bench there. And I can't say anything about his starting running backs or quarterbacks because I'm supposed to be bad. So I will stop.
Yep. Well, I'm glad you ended with that because I was going to say the nice thing is he has 2 quarterbacks that could both be top 10. So that's definitely a positive. I think Baker was top 6 last year, maybe top 7. I don't remember exactly where he finished. But then Dak, I project him to have a very good year this year as well. Chase Brown has a real shot at running back 3, running back 4. Like the offense for the Bengals, like we all know, is going to be just go, 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 go. And he's the workhorse for sure. The thing about rookie running backs is, it could be anything. It could even be a boat. He could be great. Genty could be amazing. He could also have a slow start. It's just we just don't know. I think he's going to be great. So very exciting running backs. Tyler Warren, I think, is a huge upside guy for a late round pick. But I believe you have Daniel Jones throwing him the ball, so that's a little bit sketchy. But Amari and Hampton is going to be the lead back for at least the first week, maybe the first 2 weeks before Najee comes back. That's if he can see the ball or see down the field. And that's Matthew Berry's ride or die. So probably going to be some good things coming from him. A lot of youth on the team. I think he thought that we were drafting a dynasty startup, which this would be great for. And then once Rashee Rice gets back, he's going to get peppered with targets. So week 7 and on, it's going to be some good stuff going on for him.
I will say I didn't notice he doesn't have a backup tight end. I mean, pre-draft, I was down to leave the draft with only Tyler Warren. I think he's going to be great, but that is a little scary if the rookie doesn't pan out. And for Genty, the usage will be there. The work will be there. Will the touchdowns be there? Are they going to be good enough to be in a red zone to do that? So I don't know.
I don't know. All right, and then I believe the last name we have is Parker. So we can go. I shouldn't have stopped sharing. That's my bad. We can go right into Parker, and then I will be bad, and you'll be good. Is that right?
Oh yeah. Okay. Parker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I let me see here. I love Joe Burrow.
If you need time.
Love Bijan. I'm actually lower on Brian Thomas Jr. this year, but I'm supposed to be good, so I'm going to stop saying that.
Yep.
I love George Pickens, okay? I love George Pickens. I think, like, the Cowboys are going to be like the Bengals, terrible defense, but high-powered offense, and Dak's going to air it out. So George Pickens is your T. Higgins. You know, he's going to have games where he just goes off. I do think Harvey is on my projection sheet, like rankings across a bunch of other people, he was actually really low standard deviation because everybody believes in what Sean Payton has said about Harvey. Like, he's just going to get peppered with targets, and he has the juice to do something with it. Tight end wise, I'm going to say I think the Falcons are going to be great, and I really think Kyle Pitts takes a step forward. I really do. So I don't think Jake Ferguson's going to be in there long, and I like the Kyle Pitts pick. I like the Travis Hunter pick. He's got upside. I mean, Javonte Williams was a safe. You needed a starter because he went so long without getting another running back. So I think he constructed this roster well, like Parker does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what
I gotta take a strong stance of disagreement with RJ Harvey. I just don't think that he comes in and is that guy. I think that J.K. Dobbins still has a lot of juice left in him. I think that RJ Harvey plays comfortably behind him as an RB2 in that offense. So I think that you'll be forced to start Javonte Williams or Jaylen Warren or Nick Chubb, depending on how week one goes from week 2 on. So that's definitely sketchy, but with Bijan as your one, that's, you're in a good spot there. I don't know why I have this feeling, but I just feel like there's a question mark around A.J. Brown. And I realize it's because he's got a questionable next to his name there. But, like, I'm not sold for – I don't know. I could very well be wrong. I'm not sold. And then, like you said, this is weird. He's got both Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter. So
– oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
That could either be very good, where they're both great, or it could definitely bite you in the butt, where they both kind of like eat each other's workload, and you kind of have two guys who you can't really necessarily start either of them. So we'll see how that goes. JSN, I didn't like that face.
No, I just was thinking about BTJ and Hunter. Ryan's got on me for like shitting on when people have two people in the same team. That was because it was quarterback, running back, but it worked out for Ryan with Hurts and Barkley. But two receivers, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
Oh.
But, yeah, we'll see, man. I think I'm supposed to be the negative guy. I think you got a decent roster here. I think that the running back room scares the life out of me, but the receivers kind of bring it back in a little bit. The bench, I'm not in love with. Jaden Reed might not play this year. He has a foot injury that usually requires surgery. Yeah. Jaylen Warren is going to lose his spot to a rookie. Travis Hunter and BTJ are going to be fighting for targets all year. Javonte Williams, that backfield is so questionable right now. It's just like, what's going to happen? It really feels like they're going to trade for a guy that's going to come in and be like the guy there for the year. And then Nick Chubb, you'll have him for maybe 6 weeks until Joe Mixon comes back. And then even still, you got Woody Marks there. So it's like, I don't know. We'll see.
If there's a Pitts team for Parker, this is it. This is the team that puts him. I mean, Bijan might crawl his way out of the single-handedly take his way out.
Yeah.
All right, my team.
Your team. All right. I don't know how you want to do this. We didn't really talk about this.
But, I assumed I'm good, you're bad.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. You want to go, or do you want me to?
Sure. Yeah, I can lead off. The running back room, I'm not in love with. I think that TreVeyon Henderson could be on the wrong side of a split backfield to start the year. Jonathan Taylor is going to be great. I have no concerns about him. But then you have the same concern with Aaron Jones, where it could be a split backfield. Now, I know we talked about Jordan Mason, and Aaron Jones is probably the lead guy there. But like you said, Mason looked great last year.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Eckler, there's 3 guys in that running back room. It's not a split. It's not 2. It's 3. So that definitely you'd like it to be 2. You'd feel better if it was 2. But with 3, it's just like what's going to happen there. And then Dylan Sampson, while maybe he's going to be good, I think he's a rookie. He's going to have a very slow start. Ollie Gordon is a handcuff at best. Now, I know he showed some flashes in college, but he's got one of the top talents at running back ahead of him. You've got the similar thing with Puka, where you're like, all right, I really hope that Matt Stafford is the guy and is not hurt, because if not, I don't know who's throwing him the ball. And you got to really hope that Aaron Rodgers has one more year left in him with DK. Mm-hmm. So that's me being negative. I'd love to hear your case for the positive.
Yeah, I said it before, a good theme of mine this summer was like upside. I really wanted it. And yeah, Travion is scary to your point. But if he has the juice, I think he has from what I saw in some of the preseason games, the upside's there. And then it feels real good. If I know Travion's top 20, then I love my roster. Like it relies on that. I agree. Metcalf is scary, but I love my flexes. Jameson Williams, like wide receiver 18 last year. They want to air it out more with the new offensive coordinator. Ibuka, oh my gosh, I'm excited about his talent. Baker loves him. So those flexes just like ease my worry about DK. So I'm happy with it. And I'll point out one of my favorite positives is the fact if I just had Bo Nix or just had Brock, I'd be a little nervous. I just like a lot of stock. But having both of them, I feel really good about my quarterbacks. So
yeah.
And George Kittle. Love Kittle.
Yeah, I know. I see Kittle. I don't know. We'll see. I'm. It's like the shoe's going to drop eventually. We just don't know when.
Sure.
And you have. Oh, just kidding. I take it all back. I have no further comments, Your Honor.
All right.
Oh,
Joe Mixon, but yeah, I hope dude, if Joe Mixon comes back, I never thought I'd have him. If he comes back,
that'd be pretty sick.
Then I have a boat. So.
Yeah. All right. Talk to me.
Okay. Yeah, your wide receivers are my point here. Yeah, I think you liked the value in the draft when you took Brees, but I think there was a lot of great wide receivers on the board, and that could really have rounded out your team. So, although I think Jerry Jeudy week one against Cincinnati's secondary and with Joe Flacco slinging it, Jerry Jeudy could be decent, but that is a ticking time bomb. That's not who you want to ride the whole season. So then Stephon Diggs, Rashid Shaheed, I could totally see where that doesn't go the right way. Rome Odunze is a wild card, could be some upside. If Caleb Williams is as inaccurate as he was last year, then Ben Johnson can't fix that, right? Like he could scheme whatever he wants, but Caleb had so many bad throws last year that you're relying on that. And then you've already mentioned about JJ McCarthy. So if how you feel about JJ comes true, then Jordan Addison, so I'm just scared of the wide receivers.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think Jerry Jeudy, I think a lot of people forget what he did from week 9 on last year. I think he was a top 10 receiver from week 9 on in points per game. Dude was really, really good. Now, I'm not saying that lasts all year. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. And I completely agree. If I could go back and change anything about the draft, I would leave Breece Hall on the board and I would take Mike Evans and I would look at this roster and feel very confident. But I didn't, and I got to play what I got. So, I think wide receiver 2 is my question mark. Wide receiver 1, I'm not worried about at all. Nico Collins, I think he has like top 1 upside. He could be phenomenal. I never expected to draft Jalen Hurts. I'm really pumped to have a top 5 quarterback. Obviously, in my running back room, I'm like over the moon about. I think I have really great options there. And then Kelsey, I think at least for the first 6 weeks while Rashee Rice is out, he's going to be more than serviceable. Close to a top 5 option every week.
For sure.
Hard not to be excited, man.
It's a good team. It's a good team. It's a good floor team for sure with the running backs. Like, you should be competitive every week.
Yeah.
All right, we got a fun call in. It's a long one.
I'm excited.
They both sarcastically texted and said, "Sorry, we didn't give you enough to work with." So we'll find out. Here we go.
Hey man, the PMLP. This is a call in, right? But they're playing this on the thing. Oh fuck yeah! Okay, hey, what's up, everybody? In the car here, cousin Rye, driving back. Great weekend up in Columbus, drafting and Buckeye victory, and it's everybody's favorite time of year where everybody got the guys they wanted. They think they have the best team in the league, and it's the most fun. Looking at you, Chip. Yeah, but looking at you always, right? And you think people are going to learn, and they just, I don't know, they don't learn. But it's fine. It's great. Big Z has always said that it's the most insufferable time of the year, but it's also in certain ways exciting because there's the whole world before you, right? Nothing but hope. Nothing but a lot of just hope. A lot of it unfounded hope. But hey, so we're here today to contribute a couple of bold takes per the request of our hosts, Matt and Matthew. Matthew and Matthew, depending on who you're talking to. And so we're here. We're excited to bring some bold takes and to shake it up a little bit in terms of where we think the league is going to go and what's going to happen that maybe would be a little zany or unexpected. And based on that draft, which was very zany and unexpected, I think that we're primed for this year to be one that is for the record books for sure. So, Ryan, would you like to start? Or do you want me to start? Or do we maybe say it at the same time? It would be my your honor. Okay, fantastic. Go ahead, proceed.
So the theme of my take is going to be if people that have succeeded the last 3 years are going to fall off.
Oh.
Matt, Cody, Parker, Trent.
I don't think you guys brought it the same week. No, they're off their game.
I think 2 of you will be in the pits.
Wow.
Yeah.
Only
Two of us.
Two.
The last couple of years, they've been in the playoffs every year. 2 of them have been in the playoffs 6 years in a row.
If you could pick 2 of them to be in the pits, who would you hope? I think it's an easy answer in my opinion.
I think it'll be Cody.
Yeah,
Cody twice.
You can pick Cody twice. One other guy who needs to learn what a punishment really means, what it is. Yeah, those 2 fuckers need to be in spot. Oh God, yeah. Oh God.
Cody and Big Z.
It'd be so
Okay.
sweet to have those 2.
Is that a bold take or am I just putting my wish list out there? I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way.
Maybe it's both. It can be both, right?
We can do both for sure.
That works. It is, I mean, it's bold because they've succeeded in the past, and you're saying that they will no longer succeed, right?
Absolutely.
So, I like that. Bold, but I can get on board with that. And I think my bold take is similar in a vein, but it's one that I think we're going to see a changing of the guard as well. And I think that 2 people in particular had very distinctly good and bad drafts that would be surprising, right? That are on different parts of the totem pole, but they had an inverse draft of where they typically stand. Chip, for some reason, painstakingly went through every week of the last 6 or 7 years of PML, counted the wins and losses, which out of all the people who had to do that and relive that, I would have put him, again, at the bottom of somebody who would want to relive all that. But he did it. He went through it, right? Jesus Christ. Yeah, exactly. But I love it. He's somebody who is so passionate and so committed to fantasy. He puts the time in. He puts the energy in. And I think that this is the year of Chip, in my opinion. He had the draft that I expected to have. I was so caught off guard by so much of what happened in the first 2 rounds. The turn, especially, is something that at the moment, it could have been the Jello shots or the IPA. And I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. So many running backs off the board early. I fully expected, we had conversations about this, Ryan, before the draft, as, 7, 8, obviously Ethan and Parker were 1 and 2. I thought I was going to get CMC. And as I said in the chat, and this was not bullshit, I really, as somebody who always goes air raid, I really wanted to go in a different direction. But like we always say, you have to let the draft come to you. So now I'm just talking about myself instead of my bold prediction. But anyway, that is to say that Chip, I'm going to land the plane. Chip had the draft that I both 1 expected and 2 was very excited to have, where he went literally CMC. I thought I was going to get CMC at 8. I thought that'd be, injury concern.
I would have taken him at 7.
Right. So I wasn't going to get him anyway. But regardless, I thought I'd have a good shot at getting him at 8. To come back around and get, to get JJ and then Neighbors is absolutely insane. Not what I expected. I'm excited about the explosiveness of my team, but we're talking about Chip again.
Are we landing the plane?
Yeah, I'm actually the plane's still in the air. We're headed for the Hudson. What's happening here? I'm trying to buy time because I forget who Chip drafted in the second round. But yeah, he went Kyron Nico, right? He went Nico in a second.
Yes,
That's what it was. Okay, and so I thought I was going to go literally that CMC, Nico, and then Kyron back around, and I was pumped about that. I think Nico is incredible. I think that Kyron is incredible. And CMC could easily be a league winner, right? Like, he is the guy. He's the fantasy guy. And so Chip's team, outside of one, Mr. Jerry Jeudy, which he wasn't even at his desk when that pick happened, leading people to wonder if that I was an auto pick, if it was an accident, if he tripped and fell, and he had to hit the wrong button. Regardless, outside of that singular pick, I feel like his team is stout. I think it's solid. My bold prediction as part of this totem pole theory is that Chip will win double-digit games this year in the regular season. I think the script will be flipped. He will win double-digit games. And the opposite of that is that the 3-time champion will win less than 4 games this year. I don't think he's going to win 4 games. I think that he has gone too far in the rabbit hole of rookies, too far in this direction. He's got pretty cocky. I don't know if you guys didn't see him at the bar drafting. He was very smug. Every time anybody made a pick, he would kind of do this pompous little, grin, shake of the head thing, and him and Jared would laugh and giggle. And, they have their little relationship. They don't talk to me about their little inside jokes, and that's fine. But at the same time, he's flying too close to the sun. And so I think that Cody will be taking on, the jester role, which we've seen Chip in tradition. And Chip will become the new king. And Chip is going to have a fantastic year, whereas Cody's going to have a horrible year. I also really hope that Parker has a terrible year too. I love you, Pat. Because I hope he spins that fucking wheel, and I hope he has to do something that he really does not want to do. I hope it's something that's like, I honestly, we should put something on there like you have to eat Papa John's every day for a month. McDonald's. Something that truly terrifies them. And I know chicken. Right. Yeah, no grilled chicken for 3 months. Chicken. How about that? For 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. How about that? Yeah, that would. You think all these other punishments are so funny? Wait until it's something that you can't lift weights for a month. Huh? Yeah, take that. No going to bars for a month. Huh? How about that, buddy? That would be, oh, God, that would be terrifying. But anyway, I hope that happens. This has been Pat and Ryan in the afternoon. The plane is still in the air. I don't know. The Taliban is in the cabin. This is bad. This has gotten off the rails. But anyway, I'm really excited for this year. We had a great weekend, both virtually and in person. Thanks to the champ for hosting. You were a great host. Outside of the parts where we couldn't figure out where you lived and you wouldn't send us your address, and you got mad at us when we couldn't find your place. But other than that, it was all good. It was great. So, hey, let's have a great year. PMLP, we love you. Make sure to tune in next week to PMLPP, where Ryan and I take a look at this call and we review the last podcast episode.
I'd love to hear it. Love to see it.
That's awesome.
And part of that review might be, holy shit, why did they let that guy ramble for so long? That call, they should have cut him off, or at least condensed that call. That really got off the rails. But
yeah,
we love you guys. We're very excited. PMLP, PMLP, PML, PMLPP. It's going to be great. Thanks.
Incredible.
Oh my goodness.
Before I have to. I don't want to do this. I have to do this. It's not something that I want to do. It's something that I have to do because I think that people. Also, I don't know if you saw during that call, my mic stand broke, so I'm holding it.
Oh no, I love that though.
This is professionalism at its finest. From week 8 onward last year, I'm going to read to you Jerry Jeudy's points per game: 10.4, 10.8, 23.2, 11.5, 36, 14.9, 16.3, 3, 15.4, 9.3.
Mm-hmm.
I would take that every day of the week and twice on Sunday for my wide receiver too.
Well, then you got to have the Browns trade for Jameis Winston again because that dude just airs it out.
Mm-hmm.
But Joe Flacco is Jameis light, I think. He's really – a 40-year-old doesn't play quarterback unless he's there to sling it because he could go retire,
Yeah.
So he's going to sling it.
Man,
all right, we got to be quick through this.
I'm good with that.
I got my picks ready.
Oh, you're like ready to roll. I haven't even looked at them.
Yeah, so you have to be. Yeah, you have to do whatever
All right,
you want
Matt.
to do. But
Let's start. You'll start at 2 and go down.
okay, Gin to me that Django Unchained. Give me Ben on this one. We're gonna be tracking how accurate our picks are throughout the year. Just saying, people. So give me Ben. Ben's beating Cody week 1.
I am gonna concur. I'm gonna go Ben over Cody as well.
All right.
Next one down, we have Parker versus Grant in a very interesting one. I think that Grant takes this one.
I'm with you. Yep, I got Grant also. Grant wins it.
Next, we have, we'll do you last. So then we have Tripp versus Pat. Wow, I have to take a look at this one. This one is super close.
I can. I'll wait. You want me to say it?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just trying to think of who's on their team.
I looked at matchups too, so like I kind of tried. If we're gonna be keeping record of how many we get right here, I wanted to be accurate. I got Tripp. Tripp's gonna beat Pat. Chicago's gonna shut down Minnesota.
Yeah,
so.
I'm with you. I hate that we're picking the same ones.
I know, me too. But
that sucks. I assume you're taking yourself here.
I am taking myself. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go Ethan here.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the last one,
I'm taking Ryan.
You son of a bitch.
I know.
I'm taking me.
All right. That's our quick picks. Man, almost an hour-long episode, but it's week 1, baby. It's week 1. That's what happens. Can't wait next week to find out and celebrate my victory and find out, who else won with me and talk about Travion Henderson's amazing game.
Yeah, he got to see the field. They let him play a snap, which is going to be awesome. You're going to be super excited for that one snap.
That's actually what I care about most is snap percentage.
I know.
That's what. Not even the touchdowns. I'm like, I just want to see how much he's on the field. All right,
let's play it out, brother.
Thanks everybody.
Week 1, post draft.
Let's have a great year. Oh my gosh,
it's the best.
Thursday night, a couple days away.
Double digits, Pat said. Double digits.
You did say that. Yeah.
Never happened.
Wow.
Can't wait. Man.
Bad. Yeah.
All right. Until next week.
See you.